My son Callum is setting up this recording of myself. They've encouraged me to make myself available to a wider audience, hopefully. And they've asked me to speak about life after death. No personal demonstrations to start, but I thought I'd start with saying that this is it's a very important day for me. It's the day 3 years ago that my beloved wife Rita passed away. And it was an experience to be with somebody who is in this world and then gradually going into the next world. And all our family helped in that process. It was a sacred moment when she passed from this world into the next. My wife unfortunately developed cancer, and that cancer was originally breast cancer. Then over the years it spread to other parts of her body. It attacked the nerves at the top of her brachial plexus at the top of her left arm, and it meant that all her left arm was paralyzed, all the nerves were gone there. It spread into other parts of the body, and then she passed away, as they say, 3 years ago today. I was there when she passed away, and my wife and myself, we both believe, of course, that there's a next life, and we believe this because we became Baha'is in our early 20s many years ago, and as a result of that we had very positive views about passing into the next world. There was no fear. My wife didn't have any fear about passing into the next world. In actual fact, we had read in the Baha'i writings that somebody who has been faithful to God will experience such joy and happiness that no pen can depict nor tongue can recount. And so this whole feeling of going into the next life is totally fearless for us as Baha'is. Although, of course, there's ways in which we go into the next life which we wouldn't want, when there's lots of suffering and difficulties. But who knows, there are reasons for suffering as well that we're not aware of in this world. Perhaps there are many, many things that we're not aware of in this world, and we have to become aware of in the next world. So I was there when she passed into the next world with my beloved daughter, Fleur, who was staying overnight, and we were both nursing our mother, nursing her mother. So she had an easy, if you like, transition from this world to the next. And it may seem, I hope it doesn't seem callous when we say we were joyful when she passed away. Of course, we were in tears. Our hearts were moved that she was going from this world to the next, and we still feel that, of course. But generally speaking, we were very, very happy that this was the end of her physical suffering here. And when she passed away, we said some lovely prayers around the bed in which she was lying, and we looked at each other, and we laughed and we cried, and we said, well, that's it now. Rita, my wife, mother of three, has gone into the next world and is reaping, if you like, the rewards of living in this world in a very spiritual way. She was a very spiritual person, my beloved wife. Ordinary, down-to-earth person from Cardiff, the same as myself. We both came from working class backgrounds, but acquiring understandings about preparation for the next world through the writings of Baha'u'llah, founder of the Baha'i faith, which made us enabled to stay in this world tranquil and calm, and to understand that going through this life is a huge workshop in preparation for the next life. In actual fact, when you look at life, when you look at everything that happens in life, every stage we're going through is a preparation for the next stage. Nothing is ended. From the moment that we're conceived, that conception takes place in the womb of the mother, and the mother is preparing the child for this world. The child is born into this world, and the child is preparing, a little infant is preparing to be a baby is preparing to be an infant. The infant is preparing to be a child. The child then is preparing to be an adolescent. The adolescent is preparing to be a mature person, and so on, until if we have all those years allotted to us, we go into old age, and we should be preparing for the next life. It's absolutely essential that we do this, because every stage that we go through, we experience that stage, but primarily it's a stage for something else. It's a preparation for something else. And if we don't prepare for the next stage, which is the passing into the next world will come. And when we read the Baha'i writings, it can be a joyful time for us, or it can be a fearful time for us, depending on our life circumstances and what we put into life, or perhaps we just selfishly taken from life and so on. So they're wonderful teachings that make us feel happy that this world is just a preparation for the next world. It's a workshop where we're to learn very many things about how to acquire spiritual understandings, insights, to live a spiritual life, attitudes, and a lifestyle which is closer to God. We realize, of course, that all the great religions, in certain ways, they say we all come from God and we will return to God. So at the time of conception, it says in the Baha'i writings, our soul comes into existence with the physical body. And then we are on our eternal journey back to God. And that journey back to God will last forever. It's a coming closer to God all the time. It's not actually coming into the presence of the essence of God, because in Baha'u'llah teaches that the essence of God is completely unknowable to us. Even the great messengers of God have no understanding or inkling of what the essence of God is, although they manifest his qualities and his characteristics and attributes to a wonderful degree. So Baha'u'llah is preparing us in this world for the eternal journey back to God. And we have to acquire certain things in this world. But he encourages as well. He says, I have made death a messenger of joy unto thee. Wherefore dost thou grieve? So death then is, I like to think of it when a baby is born, the baby is born, but also the placenta comes with it.